got a little bit of time. I'm at the barber shop, as y'all can see. See the little sign right there. But I'm gonna talk about something that I did and that I'm doing, and I guess it's a everyday process. Like every day you're gonna go through this. You know, it's gonna be hard, but I stopped, and I know you probably can too. hmm It's gonna take some discipline. It's gonna take discipline, but you can do it though. You definitely can. If I can do it, you can. If I can do it, you can. It's just hard. It's very difficult. Me, when I stopped smoking, when I quit smoking weed, that was the hardest thing that I've ever did in my life. And the thing is, it's not like I don't think about it. I still think about it, not a lot though, but every now and then I think about it. And I think about like what I was doing during that time, right? How my life was when I was smoking weed. There was a lot of negative effects with that. Now, I'm not trying to encourage you to stop smoking. I'm not. And I'm not trying to tell you to stop smoking. I'm just letting you know why I stopped, why I quit. There was just too many negative effects. I was meaner. I had more of an attitude. Not to mention, I smelled like smoke pretty much all the time. No matter if I put some oil on or popped a mint in my mouth, like the smoke smell was still there. It was in my clothes, in my hair, in my eyes. You know, it was like, you know, it's hard to avoid it. You know, it's hard to avoid it. And the main reason why I stopped smoking weed, why I quit smoking weed, because my son. You know, my son, he's 10 years old, and he started to pick up on my routines, on my daily routines. You know, me going to the store, me getting a cigar. He know how to read really well, so he knows the certain cigars that I get. He always asks me, Dad, what's a Swisher Leaf? What's this? What's that? Like, you don't need to know nothing about that. And I realized what I was doing, subliminally, just getting him in the routine to do the same thing whenever he get older. Yeah, it is crazy. So, like I said, I had my fun with it, and I'm not saying that I'm not going to go back to it later on in life, but I don't see myself doing that anytime soon. Maybe when I get old, and I'm talking about real old, like 80 something, 90 something. But right now, nah. Like I take pride on having a clear, sharp mind with no substances clouding my mind, clouding my judgment. Yeah. And then I'd like to be the beacon of hope for those people who really want to stop, who can't stop. Because, like I said before, that's the me quitting weed. That's the hardest thing I've ever tried to do ever. Like, seriously, it was so hard. It definitely was. So addictive, but it's hard to quit. I tell people, right, you don't have to, you don't gotta start. Like, if you never did it, if you never tried weed, just don't start. That's the best way to do it, just to be clear minded, have a sharp mind, you know. I really wouldn't even recommend the edibles and stuff like that. Now, some people use it because they have pain, right? They need to go to sleep or they need to eat. But at the end of the day, you're still relying on the substance to help you. Well. Oh, you're eating watermelon, my boy. You know, to each his own. You know, some people, rely on that substance for multiple purpose. But I just feel like, once you start relying on a substance, you have to keep taking that substance over and over and over and over. And I'm a firm believer that you don't need to rely on mind altering substance to get you through the day. Yeah, it might, what's the word? It might mask the pain, right? It might cover that little bit of pain. It might block that area. You might be able to get out of reality for that little bit of time. But then after that, what's next? What's next? You know? Seriously. What are you eating? Watermelon. Eating watermelon. So yeah, you know. And another thing, the reason why I quit smoking weed too, because it was messing up my appearance. It was messing up my appearance, guys. My skin was looking dry. My lips were looking way black. And like really this year, last year they started to lighten up, but they lighten up even more this year. So by next year I should be all the way back. But my lips were like tar black, almost blacker than this. you know? And I don't that's not attractive. My teeth were like yellow. It just messes with your whole entire vibe. And not to mention frequencies. And then you're addicted. I mean, you're addicted. You're addicted. It's not doing nothing for you. And even before I started smoking weed, I was always like I was an advocator, a big advocate of health. So I've always been working out, always been working out, training. But how am I really telling people to work out and do all this other stuff, and I'm over here smoking all the time? Like that's like an oxymoron, you know. And like I said before, I'm not here to try to motivate y'all to stop smoking. I'm not. If my words touch you and you feel like you need to quit, cool. I'm just letting you know my story, you know. If I would have continued to smoke this year, it would have been 19 years. 19 years straight in a row smoking. That's why I said, nah, I'm cool. Like I said, the benefits of me not smoking, I look better. I have more time. I use my time more wisely. I look younger. Um, I'm more motivated to do things. I have a sharper mind. I'm not saying that I didn't have a total sharp mind when I was smoking, but Like, guys, I'm on point. I'm on point when it comes to memory. I'm on point when it comes to following instructions. All of that. You know? Yeah. Another reason too, I stopped smoking weed too because guys, we're getting older. My clients, right? Because I'm a barber and I love all my clients. Everybody, yo, what's up? What's up? Yeah, I eat the seeds. Yeah, I'm good, guys. I'm good. Yeah, I eat all the seeds. The seeds have a great nutrient factors in them, so I eat all those seeds. I really like I kind of swallow them, so you don't really hear me crunch on the seeds. But yeah, guys, I ain't gonna lie. I have more energy um, than I ever had, stopping me quitting weed. Because I used to get tired a lot, especially after I finished smoking. I used to go to my bed, lay down for a little bit, take a little brief nap, wake back up. I used to do that all the time. I was like, nah, I don't got time for that. That's lazy. I'm not a lazy person, you know. I'm not a lazy person. And after a while, that's what it does. Now, if you're one of those people that can function, cool. Shout out to you. I could too for so long. I just got tired. I got tired of it. And then, like I said before, I started thinking deeper, especially with my son. I'm a full-time single father, so it's like the more I do something, and the more my son see me do something, he's going to want to try it. It's called influence. So my job as a father is to show him a positive way, right? A positive way of life. I need to influence him to do the right things and not the wrong things. And if I'm doing the wrong things as far as activity wise, routine wise, he's going to pick up on that and he's going to try it. That's what it is. I mean, I'm his first example. So if he don't see me doing it, 9 times out of 10, he won't try it. Now, if he does, that's on him. But I pray that he maintains some type of self control and great logic, you know, so he can make the right decision. Oh, yeah, it definitely makes people withdraw from life. But see, the thing is, it's been a whole year for me. So I stopped last year. I stopped last year, June 28th. June 28th. I stopped last year on June 28th. And so June 28th this year made a full year. But I appreciate it. Yeah. I tell people all the time, it's more negative, um, what's the word I'm looking for? More negative things happen whenever you're smoking weed than positive. Okay? Negative effects. That's the word I'm looking for. It's more negative effects than positive effects. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I've been smoking. I was smoking for over 18 years, guys, so I know. You know, you talking to somebody who used to smoke all the time, morning time, um, excuse me, go home for lunch, smoke again, come back, cook dinner, put my son to bed, smoke, or I smoke before I cook. Man, I used to do it all, so I know. You know, I know. And like I said, it's more negative effects than positive effects. Okay? I'm just gonna be honest with you. Just being totally honest with you. Some people might want, some people might agree, some people might disagree. Appreciate it, gesture. Now, of course, like I said, I don't have any uh, urges to go back. And if I do go back, it'll be like when I'm 80 something, 90 something years old. When I'm an old man, I did all my goals. I just want to sit back and chill. I don't have no wife. My kids are grown. I'm cool, you know? What? Bro, I don't know what that means. Bro, what rectum do you work for? That's funny. But if you want to know my profession, I'm a barber. I'm a full-time barber. Yeah, I'm a full-time barber. But I tell people all the time, right? Like, if you have goals and aspirations in life, right, you need to use your full mind. You need to have a sharp mind. You don't want people to get over on you. I'm telling you. Okay? I know that's what I said when I'm like 85, 90. Yeah. But I like, look, I done earned that, right? 85, 90. But as of now, man, now I'm full focus. What's up with you, bro? King? Yeah. Yeah, he's not here yet, but yeah, he'll be here in a few. You go ahead and sit down, bro. Yep. Yeah, so when I'm 90 years old, 85, yeah, but right now, man, we running that up. We running that checkup. We running that checkup, man. We not stopping. We not slowing down. I feel like I don't wasted so much time in life just smoking. And I'm not saying I wasn't doing nothing when I was smoking, but I was wasting a lot of time. And then you waste so much money. Let's talk about the money you waste. Let's talk about the money you waste. Oh, it's not that bad, bro. And I used to sell weed, and I was still wasting money. I was still wasting money, bro. Okay, I'm just being honest with you. You know, so that's why I say, man, just get you a good job, good profession, and just do that. You know, literally, be focused on that. Be focused on that. Yeah, wasting money though. Wasting money on cigars. You know, wasting money on unnecessary food and snacks. hmm I literally, I've always been that person. Like I know how to save money really good, but I told myself, I said, nah, I'm not gonna smoke my money away. I'm not gonna eat my money away. I'm not gonna drink my money away. Like guys, there's so many ways to waste money. People don't understand. And a lot of the times we do it ourselves. When you was younger, you didn't have any of those vices. So why, when we get older, we start getting those vices? Why? Because we want to run away from reality. And I just feel like that's a pussy ass move. Face reality head on without all that other stuff. Totally agree. Lighten up makes you give up opportunity, stay sharp. Dude. Yeah, it do. Well, I agree with you full throttle, Chester. Yeah, keep your keep a sane mind, keep a sharp mind, and people respect you even more, especially when they know that you're not on nothing. And believe it or not, the eyes, what they say, the eyes of the soul. You can look somebody in the eyes and you can tell if they own something. You definitely can. People are like, well, I use clear eyes. People still can tell, bro. I used to use clear eyes. Yeah, take the redness away, but you still be glossy, extra glossy. Come on, man. Yeah, extra glossy. You got 24 hours in a day. It's important to make sure that you use those 24 hours effectively and efficiently. And let's be honest, you don't even have the full 24 hours, especially if you sleep for like 8, 9 hours. That's why, like me personally, I can't sleep for that long because I have stuff to do and I'll be wasting time. I like to utilize my time wisely. Oh, okay. One second, guys. Did Coach text you? He told me to show you this right here. Did you get the message? You got his number?
I had this from the app.
Oh, okay. You want me to give you his number?
Yeah, I ain't even know this.
Okay. I'm about to give you the because he might have hit you with the app. I'm about to give you his number now. 910. Well, here it is, right here, bro.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you give him a text, whatever like that. Yeah, go ahead and give him a little text. Because I remember he told me that he did have a one of his sons had a tournament this morning, so I mean, he'll text you back ASAP too. Yeah, coach good at that. Did he hit you?
I just seen it. What the fuck? I ain't seen
Oh.
it on my regular messages.
Okay. Yeah. It's all good. But yeah, guys, stay active, stay focused.
You keep me? I gotta go somewhere. I need the haircut.
Nah. So the only thing is, I can't do that. I got somebody coming at 9:30. Yeah, it's gonna take way longer than that, and then we just don't be cutting other people clients like that. Yeah. So we want, like, I mean, so it is some other barbers out here now. I know, bro. I know. That's the only thing, but Coach can definitely get you in a little bit later on today, though.
I gotta go. I'm gonna hit the rally.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
What time you
I gotta
going?
fly out at damn 12.
Oh,
I'm about
dang.
to head straight there now.
So where you about to go this weekend?
I mean, I'm on a cruise with my old lady.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, I was trying to get in.
Well, did you let him know that you got a cruise to go to? He might be able to come back a little bit earlier than that then. Let them know. Cause I'm literally, bro. I'm back to back until, yeah, I'm back to back to back. I won't have a break until about 3 o'clock. Honestly, yep. Yeah, I'm back to back.
Yeah, I
Okay,
appreciate
Jester.
it, bro.
All right, bro. Jester, you gotta run. Wishing you not. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, bro. You already know. Look, I'm in the barbershop now, and I'm multitasking. Appreciate it, bro. You keep up the good work too, man. There's not a lot of people out here these days that there's not a lot of people out here that take their profession seriously, and there's not a lot of people that treat their bodies seriously. And it all starts with the mind. Smoking all that shit and give you them cloudy thoughts. And like I said, a lot of it be I ain't gonna lie, a lot of it be the music and the influence from other people make you, cause that's how it was for me. The music, the one that made me want to smoke. Now, it didn't force me to smoke, but the influence of hearing people in the music, smoking this, smoking that, lighting this up, lighting that up, it definitely had a big impact in why I started smoking. I can't even lie. I didn't see my parents smoke. I didn't see my dad. I never seen my dad smoke. My mama never smoked. None of that stuff. But just the influence that I was watching, listening to, was a big benefactor, right? On why I wanted to, right? I just feel so much better now. Oh yeah, appreciate it, Jester. Yeah, like that's the whole point now, man. I'm not living for myself no more. You feel me? I'm living for my children or my son. When I was in my 20s, because I met my BM when I was in my 20s, and I was still like, and I was in my young 20s when I first met my baby mama. Right, I was 24 years old, so I was smoking like a motherfucker. So when I met her kids, I was still smoking. I never smoked around them. They probably knew I smoked, but they never seen me smoke though. I would never let them see me smoke, bro. 'Cause I just felt like that wasn't, that's not setting a good example, especially when it comes to kids. When you were young like that, 24, 25, you look cool to kids. You look cool to kids. I'm just being honest. When you in your young 20s, you look really cool to kids. I'm just being all the way honest with you, you know. So I made sure I never smoked around them, never drank around. One time when I first met my baby mama, I had like a brew and everything like that in there. Man, we both was young, so I was 24, she was 28, but just that right there alone, seeing that when you young subliminally, that's not good. That's not a good look. And I ain't even gonna lie, I battle with that even still to this day. I wish I would have never did that around them. That even at one time, even when I was smoking and stuff, even though they never seen me smoke. They knew I was smoking, but they never seen me smoke. I wish I would have just waited until they was in bed sleeping. You feel what I'm saying? But each his own, man. You know, you live, you have to live and learn. You know, it's no regrets. Well, I ain't gonna say it's no regrets, 'cause it's definitely regrets. But yeah, it's just now, since I know, excuse me, I know better now. I just don't play with it. I don't play with that at all, guys. You know, I'm a big advocate. Have a sharp mind. Use your mind wisely, right? Another thing too, right? I stopped smoking weed because I was making so many excuses. It was just I had so many excuses. I could make up an excuse so much. Last year, right? Last year, my son was tardy over 20, was it 22 or 26 times? I think it was 22 times, guys. He was tardy 22 times last year. Because of me. Because I couldn't wake up in the morning. You feel me? This year alone, he only had, I think, maybe like three tardies. I think three, maybe two. That was it, you know? And that was my fault right there. My son, he not old enough to take himself to school. I have to be that responsible parent, wake up in the morning, make sure that he's good, you know? Yeah, 22 times last year. That's just crazy, you know? And some other parents might be going through the same thing, but I'm just gonna be honest with you. You don't got the time to waste. You don't have time to just, bro. Time goes like this. My son, he already 10. It don't even seem like it's been 10 years since he's been here, but he's been here for 10 years now. Been on Earth for 10 years. You know, and like I said, I'm not exactly where I want to be at in life yet. I'm way further than I was because I was behind, but I'm a little bit better now. But I want more, I want more, but I have to bust my butt. I gotta bust my butt every single day. Every day I gotta wake up. I gotta do the same routine over and over and over again, just so I can accomplish the goals that I see myself doing, right? And I want to be prepared to do what I need to do. If my son asks me, "Hey, Dad, can I get this? Can I get that?" And if he's earned it, of course, I want to make sure that I'm in a position where I can do that for him. You know, and it's hard to do that, man. If you don't have a sharp mind, if you're not thinking clearly, you have to think clear. Like, God, if not, people going to get over on you. People can't wait to get over on you. Are you willing to let something go because you see the bigger picture at the end of the road? Is drinking that margarita, is drinking that beer, is drinking that liquor, is it really worth it? Is smoking that weed, is smoking whatever you smoking that's altering your mind, is it really worth it? Because if it's not and you just like really doing it to satisfy that urge, you know, a temporary urge, I mean, just give it up. It's not that important. It's not. And I wish I could say, like, you got all your life to do it, but you don't. You don't. You can do like me whenever you get 80 something, 90 something, and you don't got nothing else to do in this world because you been out here, you just chilling. You want to do it then, bro, hey, by all means, but until then, man, like, bro, it's work to do. It's work to do. All right? It's work to do. You don't have to. You can stop. You can stop. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be definitely hard. Like I said, smoke like me quitting weed was the hardest thing I've ever did in my life. But I got through it, and it's been a full year. It's been a full year. Like I said, I got through it. A lot of people they sink in the first couple of days, and I did when I first tried. It took me about 4 months to actually quit. And then when I asked God to take the taste away from my mouth, and then I reneged on what I asked Him to do, it was worse. It was the worst headaches that I got in my life, and that's a different conversation. Right? We can make this a series of lives, honestly. But yeah, you can stop. I mean, it ain't not, the only person that's holding you back is yourself. Okay, but I'm telling you guys, it's better to have a sharp mind, than a mind that's altered. You know, a mind that's not fully producing clear thoughts. You know, like I said, I'm not here to try to persuade you to stop smoking weed. I'm not. If you're gonna do it, hey, buddy, hey, sis, do you? All right. I'm just letting you know my story, and I'm letting you know the reason why I quit. All right, and why I'm not doing it anymore. Okay, guys, it's Philip Randolph. I have to leave. I have to get ready for my other appointment, and I gotta do a couple of push-ups before my appointments come. So I'm back to back until about 3 o'clock today. Like literally, I am back to back until about 3 o'clock today. So it's no breaks for me. It's all gas. Like I say, stay focused, stay motivated. You trying to quit, you can do it. It takes time. And anytime you need help, like I say, drop a comment. I like to respond back to y'all. I like to reply back. And like I say, it's going to be tough, but you can do it. Okay? You definitely can do it, guys. I appreciate everybody tuning in. I appreciate everybody giving feedback. Guys, stay focused, stay motivated until the next live. I'm out, baby.